Hello kitty cats, how are we doing today? You're looking so cute. One on one stool, the other one on the other one. I love it when they do the same exact thing. I love it when they eat together. I love it when they play or groom at the same time. Synchronized kitty cat behavior. One of these days I'm gonna have to put these on Etsy. I just haven't had the time, but they're accumulating, as you can see. But right now I have more important things to do, such as unboxings and videos. By the way, how do you like my disco lights? Aren't they cool? My son said that I may get a stroke if I sit down here too long under these lights. I laughed when he said that. Everybody, welcome to my channel. My name's Luisa. Those were the good old days, the days of disco. I just gave away my age. Oh my gosh. Anyways, it looks like a discotheque in my studio today, and I haven't been to a club in years, so I don't really know what clubs look like anymore, but that's what I remember. And one of these days I will replace the bulbs in my studio because they're really reaching the end of their lifespan. Anyway guys, I'm really excited today because I'm going to be showing you the Potomac Beads Best Bead Box subscription box. And I love that box because they always give you a sampler of some of the beads that Potomac Beads has to offer, and they have a lot, guys. If you haven't been to their website, you should go check it out, because especially if you're a bead weaver, okay? If you're a bead weaver, definitely go, because they have tons of seed beads of all kinds. They have 2-hole beads, 3-hole beads, single-hole beads. Anyway, you name it, they have it. So go check it out. I'm going to leave the link down below. I'll also leave a little bit of the information on the subscription that they have to offer. They have more than one. They have the Best Bead Box, and then they have the Best Bead Box XL. So today we're going to be opening up the Best Bead Box, and I have it right here behind me. I also have, guess what I have? Bargain Bead Box, but I have not opened it. I'm afraid to open it because once I do, then I get so involved that I lose track of everything else. So I have this, but today we're going to open the Potomac Beads box. You know what else I have? Quite a few Bead Box bargains shipments that have accumulated that I have hidden away in a closet because I frankly don't want to face my demons. I don't want to see what I've purchased because it's a lot, guys, okay? So sometime this week I'll do an unboxing of those shipments, and one of these days I'll make something with those beads. Now, I know some of you are probably not interested in Potomac Beads or the subscriptions they have to offer. I get that. So today, in addition to the unboxing, I'm going to make something with the beads that come with this month's box, okay? So that way you're not just coming here to watch me do unboxing, because you know sometimes that can get a little boring, okay? I'll just be honest. So I'm going to give you a tutorial, a very quick and easy tutorial at the end of this video. Okay, let's see what we got. Here's the box, and the best thing about this box, I know I say it every single time, is this magnetic closure. I love it. And it's a great storage box. Okay, let's see what's inside. The name of the box is called Poolside Glam. The sun glints silver off aqua-colored water, and a gentle breeze rustles the palm fronds overhead. An umbrella floats in a frothy pink drink nearby as you slather on coconut-scented sunscreen. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and relax with this month's Poolside Glam subscription box. Very beautiful, but I have to admit, I've never heard of the term or the word fronds. Palm fronds. I'm imagining that those are the leaves of the palm trees. I'm not sure. I've never heard of that. If you live in Florida or a tropical place, or maybe Southern California, you probably know that already, but I certainly don't know. But anyway, let's move on. On the back side of this is the list of the contents of the box. On the left are the materials for the project, and on the right are the rest of the beads for your bead stash. And down below is the website address. Okay, let's have a look. Here's the project. The name of the project is called Poolside Glam Choker. And it's a beautiful choker necklace, as you can see, very pretty. And the materials for this project are right here. Okay, and then on the inside, the step-by-step instructions, they're always very precise, very good. And there's the name of the artist. Okay, I'm going to pull the contents out and then we'll get started. Okay, so here are the contents. On the right are the contents for the bead stash. On the left are the contents for the project, and they're all in one single bag. So let's go ahead and go through that first. This first one is a sealed bag, and let me pull them out. They're little tiny rondelles, very cute. I love the color. Oh my gosh, these are so cute. They're about 1.5 by 2 millimeters in dimension, and the color is not listed on the label, but there's a number on there, 209724. But it's a very pretty green. Look at this, and they're faceted, very tiny rondelles. I love them. This one has a little bit of discoloration. I don't know if you guys can see that on camera. But other than that single one, the rest look really, really nice. The holes aren't uniform either. They're not all the same diameter. Some holes are bigger than others, but they're not tiny holes, so you should be able to fit thread through each one a couple of times or more than a couple of times, depending on the thickness of your thread. Next is a cushion crystal in the color Jet, and I love the facets, very pretty facets. It looks very, very good quality, guys, okay? If you've worked with Swarovski, I would actually dare to say that it's as good as that, okay? I would not be able to tell the difference. But my understanding is that this is very similar to the Swarovski 4470 bead, okay? I love the facets, very sparkly. Oh my gosh, look at that. And it's square, rounded corners, 12 millimeters across. And we have a toggle clasp in a silver color, pewter, and it's very tiny. Very, very tiny. Cute. And we also have 3 grams of 15 Miyuki seed beads in a silver color. I don't want to open this up because they'll be all over my bead mat, but you can see that it's a very pretty silver color. It's not antique silver, it's just plain silver. It's not bright either, but somewhere in the middle. Okay, let's move on to the rest of the box. I'm not going to go through each one in any particular order. I'll just grab one bag at a time and we'll go through the whole thing. Okay, the first one is a bag with 2 square frames, and they're 15 millimeter in dimension. And here they are. They're just plain square frames, no holes anywhere. But these would make really cute earrings or a pendant. You could hang jump rings from there. All kinds of possibilities. They would make great connectors as well in a necklace. Next is a bag with 2 monster leaf earring posts. Okay, now monster is absolutely correct. I don't think I've ever seen earring posts this large. Okay, look at this, guys. Look at this. Oh my gosh. But they're so pretty. They're so beautiful. I love them. Very unique. And I can see hanging this component right off the bottom there. My wheels are turning and I'm coming up with ideas in my head as we speak. So maybe we'll do some earrings at the end of this unboxing. What do you think? All right, let's move on. And here's a 3 gram bag of O beads in a really pretty bluish color, bluish turquoise color. More blue than turquoise, I would say. Let me pull some out so we can look. I haven't worked with O beads very much at all, I'll admit. I mean, I have used them in the past, but not very much at all. I've used them as spacer beads. But they are very pretty. The hole is very large. You could definitely fit leather through that hole. It's a really cute glass cabochon, 20 millimeters in dimension, with a banana leaf design on it. Very cute, very tropical. There it is. It has that same green that we've been seeing so far. And here's a resin pendant, and it is, I don't know what dimensions it is, I'll have to measure it, but look how big it is, and it's very interesting. It has those greens in there and some darker greens as well, and it's the same design almost as these earring posts. Not quite exactly the same, but very similar. Okay, so Potomac Beads did a good job this time of coordinating everything, as you can see. So yeah, that would make a very interesting pendant. Resin, very tropical. And here are a couple of pewter rings. And let me see, yeah, there's a hole right there, as you can see. Okay, so yeah, these would look great as a pair of earrings as well. You could hang a little bead in the middle there through the holes with some kind of an eye pin or head pin. Yeah, so I'm getting ideas, guys. I'm getting ideas. See how pretty that would look? And then if you put this above that and add some gold to tie it all in, that would look cool too. But I'm kind of liking this kind of design with something gold hanging from the middle. I'm still thinking. I'm sure I'll come up with something by the end of this unboxing. And here's a very interesting faceted bead. It's called a cosmic ring. And it's fairly large. Let me go ahead and measure it and I'll be right back. So it's about 20 millimeters across and 5 millimeters thick. And it's a very pretty topaz color, light topaz. And it has a little bit of iridescence on the edge. Can you guys see that in camera? I don't know if it shows, but it's kind of pink or purple on the rim here. Very interesting. So yeah, that looks like some kind of a gold plating with an iris finish on it. Very pretty. And here's some check faceted pony beads. Let me go ahead and open it. Here they are. I love these. Oh my gosh, these are so gorgeous. Look at the variation. Can you guys see the variation of color, the translucency? It's opaque in some areas and translucent in others. It almost looks like a gemstone. And they're about a little bit under 6 by 4. So it's like 5.8 millimeters wide by 4 millimeters tall. And they have very large holes, as you can see. So you can definitely string leather through that. But these are gorgeous. It's a very pale kind of a mint color. I've never seen anything like this. And there is a slight facet on them. So yeah, these are really, really pretty. And here's a bag of 2-hole bars in a teal color, translucent. Let me open it up. And there are 4 grams of these beads. I love this color. It's so beautiful. I love teal. Very nice. And it goes really well with the rest of the collection, as you can see. I'm really loving these colors so far. They're so pretty. And yes, you can mix golds and silvers together. You really can. You just have to know how to coordinate the beads. So if you're going to use gold with a silver bottom, then you have to tie it in by putting something gold within that bottom. So you definitely can use two tones of metal. And here's a 4-gram bag of what they call tubelet beads in a silver color. Let me open it up. And here they are. Now these are interesting because they have kind of rounded edges, but they're a very pretty silver color. They're 6 by 2.8 millimeters in dimension, and what makes these so cool is that because of the rounded edges, they will never cut your thread. Okay, so if you're looking for a good alternative to bugle beads, this is a great alternative. They are glass, so yeah, because of the edges, it'll never cut through your thread, so that's really cool. Here's a 10-gram bag of white lava beads in an 8 millimeter size, and I have at least 10 different colors of lava beads in my collection, but I don't have white. Let me go ahead and pull these out. It's so adorable. Oh my gosh. So these would look great in a summer design, but you know what else I'm seeing with these? I'm seeing winter. I really am. You can make some earrings that look like snowballs using these beads because they are very, very white. The last item is a bag of Labrador Full Super 8 beads. Let me pull them out. Here they are, very tiny. I think they're about 2 by 4 or 5 millimeters in dimension. They're very small, and they're not very thick. And you know what they remind me of? They remind me of Super Duos, but in a smaller scale. Very interesting. You know, that's one thing I'll say about Potomac beads. They're always showing me beads that I've never seen before. I don't think there's ever been an unboxing where I haven't seen something new. And I'm not sure if these are new or not, but they're definitely new to me because I've never seen them before. So that'll be a lot of fun getting them into some kind of a design. Alright guys, well that's it for the unboxing of the Potomac Beads Best Bead Box for the month of August. And now it's time to make something. Okay, well, let's see what we can come up with. I'm going to have this at the top, I'm going to have this down below, and then I'm going to hang something in the middle. Maybe I'll hang one of these check beads and maybe a couple of these turquoise colored ones to give it some color. And then down below, I think I'm going to hang one of these lava beads with a couple of turquoise beads as well. Okay, that should make a really cute earring. So the only thing that I'm going to need now is a couple of head pins and some jump rings. So let me go ahead and get them and I'll be right back. Alright, so I have my head pins and they're golden color, so that should tie in with the gold component, okay? And I have some jump rings. I don't know what size I'm going to need yet because remember guys, I'm doing this on the fly, so I really have no idea at this point. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to get my head pin, and it's relatively long as you can see because I need to be able to fit these beads on here and make a loop. So I'm putting on one of these turquoise colored rings, O-rings or O beads, and then the lava bead, and then another O bead on top of that. So this is what we have, and now I'm going to make a loop. So let me go ahead and get my pliers. I'm going to grab the top of it like this, and I'm going to give it a little kink, okay, and then switch my pliers around. Now I want a relatively large loop because it needs to fit over this thick, well, it's not thick, but it needs to fit on that frame. So I'm going to make the loop relatively large, and these are very strong head pins, and it's a pretty big loop as you can see. Take it off the pliers. Okay, I'm going to open it up a little bit so that I can fit it on that component. Slide the component into the loop that you just made like this, okay, and now all we got to do is close it up. So using another set of pliers, you want to grab the loop just like this, okay, and then with your second set of pliers do a couple of wraps. Once you do that, snip off the excess. And then if you see anything sharp sticking out, definitely squash it down with your pliers. Alright, so here's the first little dangle. Alright, so now we're going to do the one that's going to hang in the middle. So once again, you want to get your head pin, and this time we're going to thread on, I think, 2 of these O beads, okay, because we need to fill in the space within that diamond, okay, so 2, and then one of these pretty check beads, okay, and then I think another 2 of the O beads. So we have this, and let's see how it fits. That looks pretty good. Now I'm not going to do a wrapped loop for this one because there's not a whole lot of space there. So for this one I'm going to do a regular loop. So we're going to kink it at the top, and then snip off the excess, leaving ourselves this much, because you don't want a really big loop, okay? So once you have that kink in there, grab the loop at the end just like this and go ahead and curl it up until the end of it touches the post. Straighten it out if you need to. And this is what we have. Alright, so now we're going to connect it to this component, and that's very easily done with a jump ring. And I think I'm going to use a 6mm size jump ring because of the thickness of this frame. Okay, we'll see if that fits. If not, I'll use something else, but let me try that first. So open up your jump ring, slide the little dangle onto it, and then slide it onto the frame. There it is. Now before we close this jump ring, we have to connect the palm leaves. So let's grab the component, okay, and slip it onto the jump ring just like this. Close it up. Make sure that it's nicely closed. And here is the earring. Isn't that cute, guys? Look at that. That is so cute. I love it. And see how the gold of the jump ring ties into the palm leaves. It picks up the color of the palm leaves. I love these. These are so tropical looking. Very, very adorable. I don't know about this post though. I think this is on here temporary to protect it. I think what I should do is remove it and put a regular earring back, silicone. So let me go get one and I'll be right back. That's better. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do the other one and I'll be right back. Okay, here are my beautiful earrings. Look how pretty they are. I love them. I love the colors. Very summery. They're kind of long. I don't usually wear earrings this long, but I know there are plenty of ladies who wear earrings like these, and they're just gorgeous. I love them. And I know these are unusual components, and you're not going to probably find them unless you go to Potomac Beads, but this gives you some idea of what you can do with these kinds of shapes and frames, and you know, you could even use a ring. But I love these O-rings, these O-beads. These are so cool. I love the color. But anyway, guys, you know, I hope this has given you some ideas. Go into your stash, look for something similar. Perhaps it's not palm leaves, okay? Maybe you have something else. And you don't even have to use this kind of earring post. You can use a hook if you want to, an ear wire, okay? So I just wanted to do this to give you some inspiration. And if you do happen to subscribe to the box, hopefully this will give you some ideas of what to do with the beads that come in that box. All right, everybody, I really had a lot of fun today. Thank you so much for being here, for watching my videos, and for subscribing. And if you haven't done it, please think about doing it. I really appreciate it. Thanks again, and I'm looking forward to seeing you again in the next video. Bye.
Let's drift away from this world of madness. Take a little time to enjoy the silence. Feel the wind as it touches your lips. Feel the sun as you close your eyelids.